Yo, what is going on, Steeler Nation? Welcome back to episode 229 of the Steel Factory podcast. My name is Rion. I'm joined by my co-host Chewy and Junior.
What's up?
What's up?
All right. Final week leading up to the draft. We're 3 days away. Gonna get into our mock draft as well as news that circulated in the NFL this past week. And we had a press conference, a pre-draft conference, pre-draft press conference with Omar Khan and Mike Tomlin this morning. We got some quotes from that. Basically try to read between the lines and get right into it. But first bit of news to discuss from this week is the Allen Robinson trade. We swapped 7th round picks with the Rams. I think we gave up 234 for their pick 251. And we got the Rams to eat about 2/3 of Allen Robinson's salary. And what do we think? What do we think? This guy had a 14-yard season, 4 years ago. He said he was a fork that was trying to be used as a spoon in his opening press conference today. What does that even fucking mean?
I think he wants to run more out routes rather than I don't know. But I think it's a good fucking trade. I think I mean, just from that quote alone, it seems like he's motivated. It seems like he feels like he wasn't being used quite right, and I think we're gonna get something out of him. I don't think he's as bad as people on Reddit say he is, but I mean, especially last year, I feel like it's really hard to say that Allen Robinson was trash last year because he didn't have a fucking quarterback all year. And when he did,
Matt Stafford was injured, right? Yeah.
Yeah, his fucking and when Matt Stafford did play, his elbow was hanging in there with some duct tape. Him, it wasn't like he was. I don't think he was playing at the level he could have been playing at. So, I think it's a good trade. I think it's super low risk and pretty medium reward. He's not going to become crazy good, but I think we're not going to be disappointed. We'll be like, oh, he's aight.
Is it more likely that we'll forget this trade even happened by November, or we'll be really impressed?
Probably somewhere in the middle.
This is either Dante Moncrief or like Jericho Cotchery in 2013. Moncrief was like
Cotchery
2019.
is very good. I think
I have fond memories of Cotchery.
Cotchery might be the best comparison. Yeah, I like Cotchery. If he's Cotchery, that's a good trade.
I would take Cotchery, yeah.
Yeah, fool. For fucking $5 million, that's nothing when you got a QB on a rookie deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the trade. But yeah, and honestly, at first though, you probably thought, "What the fuck are we doing?" When before the numbers came out of how much salary we were eating, because at first the Rams had only already paid $5 million of the $15 million, right? And we're thinking, okay, well, this better not be like a fucking 3rd round pick or some shit. And then we only swapped 7ths. Like, Jesus, the Rams are in cap hell probably.
Yeah, they're full fire sale mode, dude.
Full fire sale. They like go Ramsey. They cut fucking who's the linebacker?
Wagner.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the other big trade, not A-Rod, Aaron Rodgers finally got dealt to the Jets. What do we think of that? There was speculation that this trade might not even happen until the actual draft day, and there might be another party involved, like the Niners or the Raiders, whatever. But yeah, finally happened. Are you guys nervous?
I don't know. I'm not nervous. I think what's kind of weird is it was yesterday that there was like some news is like, oh, the Jets and Packers finally started talking after a while of like they're being gridlocked. They didn't even fucking talk to each other. And then the very next day we fucking get it done. Like the trade right now is they swap picks this year. They get a 2nd round pick this year, and they 1st round pick next year, or at worst a 2nd, and they get rid of 60.
Yeah.
For the Packers.
What the fuck just happened to my PC?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Jets feel pretty good. If A-Rod fucking plays 3 years.
Hello, are we there?
What's up? Yo, change your mic.
Yeah.
I can't fucking hear you guys. What the fuck just happened?
Fucking shit. I'm gonna lose it, bud.
Hello?
Hello?
Bro, I'm not even talking.
No, I don't hear you.
Fucking shit.
All right, we're good. Now we're back. All right. Break. So this is good for the Jets, right? Or did the Packers get fleeced? Fuck, you guys are
I
frozen.
think
What the
things feel
fuck
pretty.
is happening? Is my internet?
It might be your
Wow.
internet, yeah.
No, we're good. I hear you guys now.
Yeah, but we're good.
All right, we're good. We're back on the air. So, good trade. Did the Packers give up a lot, or the Jets give up a lot?
I think the Jets gave up a little. I think the Jets gave up a lot. I think it's a little bit too much, but I don't think they're gonna feel super bad about it, right? If they get it into the if they get deep into the playoffs, it's not really gonna matter. At the
Yeah,
end
I
of the
mean
day.
Yeah.
that's how trades are. I mean, especially if you're completely flipping your roster like this, or the quarterback, you are flipping your roster.
Yeah, the
But
Jets
what's
went all
Rodgers
in
gonna
right now.
make? What's he gonna make this year? 50 million? Like every other fucking quarterback?
I have no.
Yeah,
I
it
think
was
the
like
cap.
it was 3 for 150 when he signed last year.
Fuck. The Jets have that? Actually, yeah, their whole roster is new, right? Their
Yeah, they
picks,
didn't
draft
paying
picks from last
anyone.
year. Yeah. But yeah, we don't have the Jets on our schedule this year. Now, like I really fear Aaron Rodgers, but maybe on that roster you kind of do, right? I mean, he's bringing back his
Yeah,
receiving corps from Green Bay, like Lazard and shit.
his his OC Hackett.
Hackett the guy that ended up on the Broncos?
Yeah, he got fired.
And they were
The
trying to
Jets OC.
bring Rodgers by getting Hackett on there, right? And then they settled for Russ.
Yeah, I guess Hackett was the key, but just the wrong team.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just doing everything to fulfill Brett Favre's shoes. I mean, um,
The Jets are gonna go a nice 13-4, calling it.
13-4. Fuck, what did they go last
I
year?
like
Eight,
that
eight and
team.
nine, 8-9 last year, with like
I
four
could
different
see the
quarterbacks
Bills.
starting.
I think the Bills might fall off a little. Like they'll be a wild card team.
Yeah, Josh Allen and his girlfriend broke up. You guys see that news?
Yeah, I was shocked.
Junior's on it right now. Yeah, yeah. Is this might be a revenge season for Josh Allen? Who the fuck knows? Or he might
You can
just,
go all in.
or it might just be a Brady type of year. You know what I mean?
A Brady type of year.
What's more what's more likely?
Fuck, I'd be in shambles if I was Josh Allen.
Let's just say that. But yeah, let's flip it over back to the Steelers. Today there was the press conference with Omar Khan and Mike Tomlin. We'll start with that because they spoke on the draft, and then we'll get into our mock draft, and we'll kind of wrap up the show from there. All right. So first quote that I got is Omar Khan says by Thursday they will have made contact with all 31 teams about trades. Is this just like a fucking quote they say every year, or do you think they're actually like working on it?
I think they're working on it, dude. I think didn't I think pick 32 is definitely getting shopped just because it's a nice fucking pick.
Yeah.
They talked more about 32 than 17.
That's
during
what
their press
that's what I
conference.
got from it. I didn't watch the whole press conference, but I heard the snippets on the radio. And Steelers Depot, I sent you guys that basically his thing was that they think 32 is getting traded for sure. That's like their main takeaway from this press conference.
Do they? You think like to get up or trade down?
Dude, I don't know.
I
Someone
think
said
down.
how crazy would it be if they use 49 to trade up, right? And they use 32 to trade down.
Fuck. That'd be fucking 200 IQ. That'd be 200 IQ by fucking Con. That'd be crazy. Imagine we trade down to like in the mid 40s and like, we get like a second and a third or something, and we even get that'd be crazy. And we use 17 and 49 to move into like top 12 or something. Maybe we trade with the fucking Titans.
I
to
think
pick up Broderick Jones.
you need to leap in before the Jets to get a Broderick Jones. I think Paris Johnson, if
Jets-
there is more of a run on quarterbacks too.
Well, the Jets are gonna or the Jets are gonna be at fucking
15.
15 now, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Easier to jump ahead now.
I don't have the list on me right now, but yeah, I think so. The Packers will be picking before the Jets, right? And we had them just getting like a tackle in our like 30 our first round mock, right?
I think it's tight
Or a
end.
tight end, not a tackle. My bad.
I think we should call up the Packers about trading up. Be like, look, we'll give you fucking 17 and 49 for 12. and they
Yeah.
still get their fucking top tier tight end off the board.
If that's what they're looking for Jordan Love, right?
I think a tight end or Smith and Jigba.
Smith and Jigba. I don't know. Does Smith and Jigba get past that? Into like past out of the top 15, past top 15?
No idea.
This is why there's a lot that can happen this draft, man. This is crazy. We could trade up from 32 or trade up from 17. We could trade down to 32. I got another quote now. We truly believe there's a great depth in this draft. This is Mike Tomlin, by the way. We're ready for whatever. Tomlin says the strength of this draft is partially a byproduct of COVID because there's more veteran guys, more players of 5 to 6 years of experience entering the NFL draft. Of course, and then you have the guys that had 3 or 4 years of experience in the college level.
I think those kinds of players are guys you're going to be looking for in like the third through basically the end of the draft. Just guys that aren't going to have that high of a ceiling,
Right?
but are going to be ready to be like decent contributors by their second year, maybe even their first year, right? Just because they do have that many more reps. But
Yeah,
that
makes sense. Like the top guys are always going to be the top guys.
yeah, exactly. They're going to come out.
They're ready to go after year 3 or 4, basically. But yeah, last quote that I took from this press conference, also coming from Coach Tomlin. He says it's interesting seeing all of the 4-1-2ers or the 4-1-2s growing up. Calls Joey Porter Jr.'s relation with the Steelers and him not as relevant as you might think.
Shit.
So basically calling bullshit on all the guys that come out of Pittsburgh, come from the University of Pitt, saying relationships that Tomlin, has with them growing up does not really mean much going into the draft. Do you buy this?
I think you're the one that's most affected by this quote, bud.
Yeah.
It's fucking bullshit. Why the fuck did we draft Kenny? Why the fuck did we draft James Conner?
Because they fell to 20. Is the best QB in the class that he fell to us? Like, I guess.
I don't know. Chewy said Malik was better, but never forget.
I never said that.
Didn't Chris Sims say that?
I call him Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy.
Wait, me and Chewy were ready to get Desmond Ridder at 17.
You guys are all in on fucking Matt Corral, too. Jesus Christ. This is why fucking I am not. I don't buy any of this Will Levis hype, this fucking Anthony Richardson hype, because there's just guys that come out of nowhere during the combine process, and you're just like, who the fuck are these guys?
I don't believe in people you have to talk yourself into for 3 months. Anyone that rises after the season, that's bullshit. They're not that good.
Yeah, we got to buy into the tape during the year, right? Which is me during Kenny's senior year.
I guess, but who's watching the tape? Like, are NFL people actually watching the tape during the season?
mean, they fucking went to the Pitt games. That's why they drafted Kenny. Thomas Colt's bullshit.
If they don't watch tape during the season, why did Mel Kiper have mock drafts in January?
Because that's his job. He doesn't do any analysts.
That's his job. You think Tomlin's watching college tape?
No, he's sending Kevin Colbert to the Pitt games and shit.
No, that's what I'm not talking about Mike Tomlin and shit. I'm talking about like analysts, like media people who have 3 months to come up with fucking mock drafts and.
Well, this is why we're saying guys that just shoot up in February and March are full of shit. And this was your Matt Corral, your Malik Willis's last year, and this is like Anthony Richardson this year. Maybe
Anthony Richardson's crazy just because, like, dude, they don't fucking people don't come out like that, fam. He's too big.
I mean, I'm not saying he's gonna be a bust, but if he gets drafted to the fucking Colts, his luck is shit. The likelihood is bad, right?
The Colts? I don't think that's a terrible franchise.
The fucking Raiders. Who do you think? Who honestly? Who that has a first round, maybe even like top 12? Who do you think is most likely to bust?
What do you mean? Out of the quarterback?
I don't know. I just like top 12 overall. Yeah, it could be quarterback too.
Most likely, probably. I think Young's gonna bust. I don't believe in him. I think he's too small. I've been saying he's too small for 2 months. I claim that take. He's too small.
Nah, I think he'll be the best one out of them.
I think. Sure, you're gonna stick with Quentin Johnson. I'm thinking about someone else. No.
I don't like that guy at all. I haven't like he's fell a lot since the draft.
He
Like
was.
this whole
Yeah.
process.
I still think
See,
he goes
that's
in the
another
first
guy.
round.
Was he just happy because he was on a good team, and after the after all the season, like he just fell because people actually realized he wasn't that good?
Yeah, it was just Max Duggan throwing to him. Huh?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan
I
of that,
got
though.
Will Levis busting.
I don't like Anthony Richardson. You know, it's a problem when your own college like fans don't care that you left.
That's Richardson, right?
Yeah,
That's
like
funny. My
if you're a
dad brought
Florida
that
fan,
take up to me yesterday. He's like, "There's so many quarterbacks that are gonna fucking bust. Florida fans don't even like Richardson, and they're not getting the hype about
yeah,
him in the draft."
that says a lot. Like
Wait,
if you're a college quarterback and your own fans don't like you, then like, come on, dude.
dude. Also, I don't understand why people compare him to fucking who's the fucking quarterback from the Carolina
Cam
Panthers?
Newton,
Cam
Cam
Newton.
Newton.
Cam Newton won the Heisman and he won a fucking championship with a trash ass team. Like
Yeah,
That's
he
he's
went
not
true,
undefeated.
dude.
He was the
Will
best
Levis, none of
player
these
that year.
guys were the
Yeah.
Heisman finalists. I mean, yeah, it's random Max Duggan and fucking who's the guy from Georgia, Stenson Bennett were, and these guys are gonna get drafted in the 6th round. But
Hendon Hooker.
Henry Hooker, that's another thing too. That
Hooker's
guy's
good,
fucking
though.
25. Yeah, he's good. He's 25. If a team that's good gets him in the 2nd round, he might be good in like 2 years down the line. I think.
Perhaps.
Like a Geno Smith.
I'd rather have Hooker than
Yeah,
Levis.
2 years. Gino took like 8 years. You know, I think Lucas Van Ness is gonna bust. I don't trust him.
Dude, how mad would you be if we get like Brian Bresee or Lucas Van Ness in the 1st round, and that's how you spend your 17th overall?
Brescia has pedigree, but like he's made of glass. Like he's been out for the last 2 years.
Wait, let me pull up that. Oh, I was gonna pull up that draft guide, but I don't have it on me right now. I'd have to put in the password and shit. But yeah, I don't want Edge in the 1st round, guys. That's my take on this. But
I don't want edge or receiver.
yeah, let's bring it back to the quote about Tomlin saying all these kids from Pittsburgh, saying it's not as relevant as the analysts predict, because Joey Porter Jr. is obviously the guy here. His dad played for the Steelers, won a Super Bowl, came back and coached for like 5 years. Even though he was pretty average, he was
won
there
us a
for a
playoff
while.
game, though.
That's true. He was Employee of the Month, January 2016, 2015, whatever year that was.
Oh, I do remember that shit. Yeah,
That shit was a fucking goated meme.
those 5 yards. What was it 5 yards? or
15, bro.
15?
Balzo got a fucking chip shot. Chip shot. That's what it is. But yeah, we haven't really talked about Porter on the podcast. We have like just through text. Would you be lukewarm on this if he was the pick at 17? How
I don't
hot would
think
you
he
be
fits-
feeling?
Does he fit our defense? Like he's more of like he plays like his fucking dad. Like he's like gonna like bump the shit out of you like at the line and stuff, and he's like really aggressive and stuff.
Is that how you beat Jamar Chase?
That's how you fucking lose to Jamar Chase, dude.
What's the right way to play him, though?
He probably with like a safety over the top.
Minka over the top. Fuck, how did we do it in week 1? Eventually they fucking beat us, or almost beat us.
You have to play real fucking. You just have to scheme your way to a victory over the Bengals.
Also, too, did you guys fucking forget that we still have a Kello on this roster? Why haven't we cut him yet? I saw a list of our cornerbacks, and it's like, we have a lot of corners on this roster. Do you still think we'll draft one in the 1st round? And it was like Kello Witherspoon, Levi Wallace, Patrick Peterson, Arthur Millette. Yeah, I guess you could throw in, who's number 21, Trey Norwood.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad list.
Yeah, it's a terrible list.
I think we're gonna get 2 corners this draft.
I would really like to get like a Clark Phillips in the 4th or 3rd round, whatever. A safety nickel hybrid kind of guy, you know what I mean? Third, 4th round.
Like a Brian Branch type of.
Well, if you want to spend your 1st round, I wouldn't be mad about it, but we do need that type of player in the mid rounds. But yeah, you get your number 1 corner in the 1st round or 2nd round.
What are the odds we fucking trade 32?
Up or down? 7-1. What's the over under? Yes.
Chewy, what are the odds, Chewy?
It's plus 700.
Is it actually? Oh fuck.
Oh, actually, I wanted to read you guys the odds list
I have
of
no idea.
who would draft in the first round. Let's go on this. Fuck, we're all over the place. But yeah, Joey Porter was the highest on this list at plus 250 with a 28.6 implied probability.
Is this just smoke from Tomlin? Or are we that dead set on
Nah,
trading up for a fucking tackle?
Oh, that was another quote, right? Did I get to that? Or did I have that?
I think Shay said that, right? That we talked to the Bears and the Titans.
Yeah, that's the report that came out today too. We talked. Well, they said we talked to the Bears last week, and then the Titans got added to that list today. Dude, if we're trading up, it has to be for Paris, right?
So 9 or 11 Paris. I think 13 is Broderick.
I'm fine with that. I think using 49 to trade into like around 10, yeah, and using 32 to trade back, maybe you trade back to like 50, and then you get like an extra pick like in the 90s or whatever, 80s again. We'd be looking set.
I would take that, yeah.
And you get a Paris Johnson, and then you still have like another second. You still have all your second, third, fourth round picks. We'll see, man. We'll see. But one thing about Tomlin too is that he seems to think that a lot of quarterback needy teams are going to be hollering at the Steelers for that pick 32. And then I took the liberty to look at what quarterbacks would go in the second round outside of those four that we talked about that are most likely going to bust.
Hendon Hooker.
And Hendon Hooker is the only quarterback on there. Like, what the fuck?
Who would trade up for Hendon Hooker, though? It's kind of like...
Who would be that desperate?
I think it's like...
The Seahawks, maybe? Like,
I think if you're a GM and you pick a QB in the first round, like you just hit the fucking ticker, like that's it. Like you started the stopwatch or you started the countdown, basically. Like if he's not good, if that QB busts, you're fucking done. It's a wrap, yeah.
It's more on the GM or the coach if that first round QB busts.
Probably both.
Both are out. Isn't that what happened with the Bears, right? Everyone was saying like, oh yeah, well you draft Justin Fields, we throw Andy Dalton in there. If he sucks, we go Justin Fields, and if they both suck, well we're fucked. We're both out of here. That was Justin Fields.
I like Fields, but I don't think he's like that great.
I think he's the true social media quarterback that Emmanuel Ocho was talking about.
I don't know what that is. He's probably
he's not that good, but he's gonna put the highlights on Instagram and Twitter every fucking week. You know what I mean? I mean, the stats speak for themselves. This guy started more games than Kenny and had less passing yards. Yeah, you could say he had shit quarterbacks, but Kenny also had a shit OC or shit receivers, not quarterbacks.
Yeah, Fields had a pretty terrible supporting cast.
Yeah,
like Chase Claypool had fucking 100.
Imagine Claypool's your number one, bud.
Who was the other guy?
Mooney.
Exactly.
Dude, Claypool had like less than 200 yards, dude. You telling me Claypool couldn't get 200 yards in those like 10 games?
Nah, that's a
I can't believe we fucking faced the Bears that bad.
Yeah.
Oh shit. But I think we could get into our mock draft now, right? Or at least some of these names.
Your mock draft.
My mock draft. I'm gonna read you guys like 3 or 4 names, and you guys pick one. How about that? Let's play that. All right. Well, this is kind of bullshit right here because there's like 3 tackles, and it's like you're gonna pick the best one, obviously. All right, but we'll take Paris Johnson out of the equation just because he's obviously top 10. Broderick Jones, Joey Porter, Deontay Banks, Darnell Wright. Who are you picking?
Broderick Jones.
Broderick.
Yeah, all on the board, Broderick.
Okay.
Dude, I really want to see Kenny behind a top tier left tackle, like so badly.
Okay, fair. I will too. All right. 32. I don't know how much you guys could disregard the first round, but let's say Anton Harrison, DeJuan Jones, Kelly Ringo. I guess you could throw in Cam Smith in there too. Who are you taking?
I'm gonna take DJ Turner.
He was on my list for this at 49, but all right.
Yeah, I'll take him at 32.
There's a guy actually that commented on our TikTok, and he was like, as a Michigan fan, just because he's fast doesn't mean he's good.
Fuck that guy. Support your boys, bud.
That's so funny. Man, he's probably just mad he's going to the draft and didn't come back for his senior year, and he's probably gonna miss him. That's probably what it is.
Hey, if anything, it's good that he's saying he sucks.
Unlike the Florida fans that aren't mad Richardson's leaving. Okay, 49, Julius Brents, Tyreek Stevenson, DJ Turner, and John Michael Schmitz. Everyone's saying that we're fucking super high on this center from, I think, Minnesota.
If we draft a center, how are we gonna reconfigure our line? I know you wanted to draft a center just to fucking bump out someone into guard or something.
Well, I don't know. They were saying that James Daniels is a better center than Mason Cole, but he's also a better guard than Mason Cole. I don't know how the fuck they came up with that lineup at O-line last year, but I guess it worked by the end of the year. You decided to completely change your left side.
No, I don't mind picking a center at 49, right?
Yeah.
I don't mind picking a center at 49 just because I think the key to getting like an elite offensive line is to just constantly be drafting, reasonably high linemen.
And you
right?
don't got to pay them the 15-20 million a year, right? Can
Yeah,
someone get, I guess I'll do it. How much do we have on Mason Cole's contract left? Like, what if Cole only has one more year? You start Mason Cole this year, and then you have like a John Michael Smith or a Joe Tittman next year.
Mason Cole earn a base salary of 3.9 million and a roster bonus of 1.5.
He has 2 years left.
2 years left? Okay.
Pretty sure.
So you let a rookie sit behind him for a year, and then they compete during a second year, right?
Yeah,
and he signed through. Oh, he's unrestricted.
2024.
So okay, so this year and then 2024. Potential out 2023. Oh shit. He could be out after 2023, right? Is that what I'm seeing on this one? On Spot Track?
I think
Every contract is minus 1 year, but so if it's 3, it's probably 2.
So we could opt out after next year, right? And then start this rookie next year going into his second year. If we do draft the center at 49. I'm just saying, there's some dogs in the second round at center, dude.
I like Julius Brents here.
He has all the measurables in the world, I've seen. So I've heard.
Would you be mad at 2 corners in the second round?
No, not at all. I feel really good about that, actually.
Yeah, because, I mean, you need you need 3, obviously, and then you need like a nickel, I guess, right? Or a dime, nickel and dime. You're able to have Patrick Peterson come in and out whenever. And then you have Levi Wallace and have him and play the slot, right? As your nickel. And then you have 2 rookies, usually on the outside or whatever. Or who knows?
Yeah.
They probably don't even see the field the rookie year. And then obviously at pick 80, would you rather see like a D lineman or a linebacker?
You'd probably be better off taking a D lineman. I don't know. Linebacker's pretty weak after the second round, I think.
Would you have rather taken a linebacker over a center?
Yeah.
I'm going off
I don't think we need a center.
I'm just saying that they've been looking at a lot of interior linemen, not just tackles, in their visits and in their pro days, stuff like that.
That's weird because I feel like after the sort of stuff we pulled with all of our guards, like as far as depth goes, I mean we're probably gonna even have to reconfigure the line just because of Hardig. What's his name? Herbig, yeah. Like we're probably have to reconfigure the line just because of.
Do you think he's good enough to start? Right?
I thought that was the idea. Yeah.
Well, I think that was the idea until you got a guy like Isaac Seumalo.
Yeah, I think he'll be the middle guy.
Personally,
like the utility guy.
Yeah. We have a lot. We were really lucky last year. We started the same lineup the whole year. And I do think part of the Steelers' plan is to just pound the shit out of the rock. And we're going to go through a lot of linemen doing that.
Yeah. We should pick up Darnell Washington. That guy's basically
a tackle. I heard people were comparing him to Gronk. And by people, I mean me.
I don't see it at all.
I heard Gronk's coach was even comparing him to Gronk.
Can I change
ASU?
my bus pick to Washington?
Down in Washington. I wonder where he goes. I have a list of who we met with. I doubt we fucking met
Just
with
because
any
you're
tight
big
ends.
doesn't mean you're good, bud.
Just because you're fast doesn't mean you're good.
I know that when you're small, you're kind of fucked though.
I don't know. I think Bryce Young will have a better career than Washington at their respective positions.
All right,
I
wait.
think Washington
just
will
some
have a
centers,
nice long
some
career.
centers to keep in mind here. You got
I can't say the same for Bryce.
some centers to
Washington will
keep in
be like-
mind. Oh, go.
Have like a 12-year career, but he'll have a 12-year average career, but nothing like all pros and shit.
Saying that about Bryce.
Bryce Young's gonna be like he's gonna burn real bright, but I'll tell you that he's gonna burn out real quick too. I don't believe in him. This could either be me coming back from my Artie Burns take, or me coming back on a hot streak of true shit. I don't believe in Bryce Young.
All right. So centers keep in mind John Michael Schmitz, Luke Whippler, and Joe Tippmann. We met with all of them either through like the combine or pro days. But yeah, that wraps up like the first 3 rounds, and then 4th round, I'd love to see a guy like Jaden Reed just to round out the receiver room. Kid looks good, sleeper pick, honestly. If we don't draft him, hopefully he's not in the AFC North and doesn't torch us for the next 10 years. I don't know though. Like, I feel like there's gonna be a random receiver we didn't even think about in the Steelers draft, just because that happens every year.
I think Mingo from Ole Miss in the 3rd round makes sense.
I did see, if you look at all our 2nd round picks, the last like 8 years or so, they've literally all been
It's like-
receiver. It's like Sammy
Yeah.
Coates, Martavis Brown was like a 4th. I think besides the only non-receiver was like Pat Fryermuth, and even then he's a receiving tight end. You got Juju, you have Sammy Coates, you have Deontay, you have Pickens, Claypool. What's the over-under we draft a receiver in the 2nd round?
6.
I could see it.
6.
I could see it.
But yeah, I'm glad we touched on all those guys. We really kind of gauged where we were, how we felt about the roster, or this fucking draft, as Tomlin described it, as being really deep. But yeah, what are the plans for the draft, guys? I already requested the day off Friday, so we're gonna be going hard Thursday night.
I'm not showing up to work Friday.
I requested to go in on Friday.
Stupid fuck. But I want to do I don't want to stream during the draft, but yeah, we'll be sure to get some content out to you guys in between the rounds, maybe some reaction videos. That'll be going up like on the TikTok, on the Instagrams, the YouTube shorts. So stay tuned for that. If you guys have made it this far into this episode, I'd like to thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be back next week for another episode where we're wrapping up what happened this weekend. Because I'm ready for a bunch of craziness, or it could just be a whole lot of nothing and we just draft Joey Porter like everyone's been projecting. But yeah, any other closing remarks, fellas?
I think this draft's gonna be fucking wild, and it'll be cool to record right after Thursday, Friday.
I want to do. We'll put a video out going into pick 32, assuming we haven't traded it. Because I want to look at the whole first round and basically say who's the best player available going into 32. But yeah, dude. Besides after the draft, we have like nothing. Maybe the schedule release in May. But damn, it's been a long like 3 months counting down to this. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Peace out.